It's another edition of Bowlando After Dark. I'm your host, Chip Fontanez, and we will wrap up our reports today on the night's final day before the Cure Bowl. And speaking of that bowl game, they had a chance to check out Camping World Stadium for the first time today before their matchup against Arkansas State. And walking onto the field, it was a trip down memory lane of sorts for tight ends coach Sean Beckton.
Last two games I ever played here were big-time performance by myself and the team. Texas Southern game, 1990, and then also William & Mary, first round playoffs.
And as the Knights wrapped up their final walkthrough of the year, we did learn one thing, and that's never to question the accuracy of quarterbacks coach Mario Verduzco. Well, maybe if you're Shaquille Griffin. And the rest of the afternoon, the Knights helped out the Feeding Children Everywhere charity, and they wore some fancy hairnets.
Well, when you look good, you make food good.
And some Knights had a chance to brighten up some children's days at the Florida hospitals, and it was wrapped up with the Battle of the Bands at Universal City Walk. Look at those moves by Nitro. And of course, speaking of dancing, we can't forget about our Christmas dance of the day, and that's courtesy of Tristan Reeves, C.J. Jones, and Michael Willett.
Check this out.
So as you see, it was a jam-packed day for the Knights, and it was an eventful couple of days, but they had a blast here on site at Universal of Orlando for the Cure Bowl. And speaking of the Cure Bowl, kickoff will be at 5:30 on Saturday from Camping World Stadium. We hope to see you there, and of course, continue to check UCFKnights.com for more coverage, as well as our social media outlets and the UCF Knights app. For the final edition of Bowlando After Dark, I'm Chip Fontaneza.